Hello everybody, this is Tom Rashid, MHSAA Associate Director, and we're going to talk with you for a few minutes today about cooperative programs. Now, cooperative programs are agreements between member schools to form one team by combining the enrollments from those schools. On the slide you see here, there are 4 categories of cooperative agreements we're going to talk about, and then we're going to discuss briefly renewing these cooperative agreements every 2 years. Now, the most common co-ops for most high school sports is when the combined enrollment does not exceed 1,000 students. Any number of schools is okay as long as they are member schools. It can be public and non-public combined and often are. The approvals for cooperative agreements are 3. The league, if there is no league, from 4 future opponents, your Board of Education or governing body, and the third approval here comes from the MHSAA Executive Committee. The deadlines are pretty hard and fast: April 15th for fall, August 15th for winter, and October 15th for spring sports. Now, we're pretty flexible if you get us the application, even partially completed, ahead of time while you await for your league or your Board of Education's approval. The other category is in the growing sports: gymnastics, hockey, lacrosse, skiing, and swimming. It's the same process, but the combined enrollment goes up to 3,500 students. The second category of these growing sports is within a 3-year window where you may exceed the 3,500, but only for 3 years. We call that a startup co-op, where it's a brand new sport, never sponsored by the schools before, or if you should drop a team and want to start up a lifeline. This often happens in hockey. So startups and lifeline can exceed that 3,500, but only for 3 years. Now, there's a couple of the third category here is what we call specials. There are 2 under this category. Multi-high school districts, brand new in 2017-18. For most sports except football and basketball, schools of the same district could add a golf team. If they have 2 or 3 high schools in their district, they could add a tennis team or a golf team. The second category is sub-varsity. There's no deadlines. This was intended to help a school that discovers maybe in March they're not going to have enough kids for a JV softball or baseball team. So they could form with another school a sub-varsity. This could save a schedule. The approvals are the same: the league, the Board of Education, the Executive Committee, and if you bring a student up in a sub-varsity co-op, it's only to their school of enrollment. Transfer students are not eligible if they play in a co-op, and of course, it's based on a history of low participation. Very common amongst MHSAA member schools are cooperative agreements at the middle school. There are no deadlines. It's recommended 90 days. They must be MHSAA member schools. 6th graders are grandfathered into cooperative agreements between middle schools. And of course, the approvals need only come from the Board of Education and the Executive Committee. There is no league requirement for a middle school co-op. Just a quick note about renewals. Most cooperative agreements do not have to renew. It's those that are of a Class A or B size or have more than 3 schools. They renew every 2 years. And again, we go to the league and say, do you want that large program to continue? And we also ask for some information. How many kids were cut? What's the win-loss record? How many tried out? All other programs renew automatically, but can be dissolved by a league if they so determine. Now, the best information that anybody can find on the MHSAA website for cooperative agreements is by clicking on schools, then administrators, and looking for forms and resources. You can also find that at the bottom of every homepage under AD's Forms and Resources, and then click on Cooperative Agreement Application. We hope this helps you with a complicated topic. Take care.